Hello, Year 9. Welcome to online lesson on climate change. Can you please take a few minutes and try to answer the questions on this slide? Once you have done that, we will check the answers together on the next slide. Right. So now the answers for your recap questions are listed on this slide. So please look at the answers here and try to mark your answers as you go along. So for question number 1, what are the main three greenhouse gases? So that is going to be gas carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor. Question number 2, what has caused greenhouse gases to increase? So that means increased levels of carbon dioxide and methane will eventually increase the greenhouse effect. Question number 3, what are the consequences of rising greenhouse gases? So rising sea levels, loss of habitats, loss of biodiversity, changes in migration patterns, and organism distribution changes. So all these are the consequences of rising greenhouse gases. What are the solutions for this? That is question number 4. There are many solutions, but the main ones are written on here. So for example, do more recycling, plant more trees, reinforce new laws, use more renewable energy. Question number 5, what would happen if there was no greenhouse effect? So eventually the earth will be very cold with very little life or no life at all. And the last question, why is the concentration of methane increasing around the world? So for instance, ice caps and permafrost are melting, that it's releasing trapped methane. While CO2 is typically painted as the bad boy of greenhouse gases, methane is also roughly 30 times more potent as a heat trapping gas. Right. Can you try to pause the video now and try to make a list? What would be the effect of the ice caps melting? So take a few minutes, pause the video and write down all the effect of the ice cap melting. Right, so CO2 emission is the main factor that can contribute to ice caps melting. For example, like all the greenhouse gases produced from industries, transport, deforestation, and burning fossils, amongst other human activities, warm the planet and cause glaciers to melt. Apart from that, ocean warming, like oceans absorbs 90% of the earth warmth, and this fact affects the melting of marine glaciers, which are mostly located near the poles and on the coast of Alaska in United States. So I'm sure you have more than 2, so whatever that you have written down, that's acceptable as well. Right, so on this slide over here, you can see that gases are released or smokes are released from factories and also from cars. So cars release a very poisonous gas known as carbon monoxide, and factories also releases poisonous gases that can lead to acid rain. So both are very harmful to human being and also to the earth itself. So the amount of gas carbon dioxide in the earth atmosphere has risen in the recent years due to the amount of fossil fuels burned by factories, power stations, and also through transportation. So if you look at the word equation below, it shows that fuel reacts with oxygen and then it gives out gas carbon dioxide plus water and also pollution. Okay, so another word for burning, fuel plus oxygen is a burning. Another word for burning is also known as combustion. So can you please write down the word equation in your book now? Right, on this slide, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, look at the link. I want you to go through the link and then I want you to write down a definition for air pollution. So pause the video now and look at the link and write down a definition for air pollution. Right, now that we all know that global warming can lead to atmospheric pollution, such as air pollution. So atmospheric pollution is the introduction of chemicals, particulates, biological materials, or other harmful materials into the Earth's atmosphere, possibly causing disease, death to humans, damage to other organisms such as food crops, or to the environment itself. So there are six common pollutants that can lead to atmospheric pollution, such as ground level ozone, lead, sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, and carbon monoxide. Right, so can you pause the video and can you please write down the definition of atmospheric pollution using the help of this slide, please. Thank you. Okay, so now on this slide, I want you to complete the sentence. So I want you to rewrite the sentence and match it up with the right keywords. So you can find all the sentence on the left hand side. So they are not in the right order. So can you please do this in your book and match it up, match each one of these sentences to the right key orders. So pause the video now and do this activity in your book now. Right, so you can see that gas carbon dioxide is the main greenhouse gas. Global warming leads to increased temperatures. Sulfur dioxide produces acid rain. Burning fossil fuels is called combustion, and exhaust fumes cause air pollution. What is a carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is a measure of the impact our activities have on the environment, and in particular climate change. It relates to the amount of greenhouse gases produced in our day-to-day lives through burning fossil fuels for electricity, heating, transportation, and etc. Right, now can you try to make a list of all your daily routines that may contribute to your carbon footprint and what you could do to reduce this? And you can check your answers using this slide over here. So basically there are 10 tips for reducing your carbon footprint. For example, carpooling at least once a week, go 1 week without using disposable cups given to you at coffee shops, try turning off the lights in an empty room at home or in your dorm. Instead of eating lunch on campus, try to packing a waste-free, meaning no plastic lunch. Unplug your computer every night for 1 month if you have a computer. Use only cold water to do your laundry for 1 month. Try skipping a trip to the store and shop online. Try reducing your printing a little bit each day and only print what is absolutely necessary. Cut your shower time by 2 minutes for 1 month, and also try to reduce your bottles water consumption for 7 days. I'm sure you can come up with more than 10, but if you have come up with your list, can you please check against this list? And of course there are many other tips as well for reducing your carbon footprint. So everything that is sensible, that can prevent, that can save our environment, definitely it is acceptable. Right, this is your final task for today's lesson. Can you use the link above to watch a video clip on climate change and greenhouse effects? Once you have done with the video, can you then try to summarize all the factors that can lead to greenhouse effect and climate change? You don't have to fully follow the video. You can also include your own ideas. Right, thank you guys, thank you for listening, and I will see you on next week. Thank you, bye.